How's it going, guys? Arto here, and today I'm bringing you a Vi gameplay that I've been wanting to upload. And from now on, guys, I'm still gonna be uploading videos. This is kind of a thing. But I've been having ideas of champion flash guides, and the first one I'm gonna be doing, since I've been playing him a lot, is gonna be Xin. So hopefully you guys enjoy that, and I was so excited about the idea that I just had to say it in this video. But anyway, for this video I'm bringing you a sick Vi gameplay. This is one of those games that I've been wanting to upload just because we got destroyed. We got destroyed on the early game, we got destroyed on the mid game, and for some reason we were able to come back into the late game. Obviously, people around platinum, gold, they don't know how to close out games, and then they get advantages and they don't know how to use them, and that's why I exploited. Even though, as you guys can see, Driven is already 2-0 at 2 minutes, which is very, very scary, because I don't know if you guys can see that. Irelia top lane, Kha'Zix jungle, Fizz mid lane, Draven jungle, Draven AD carry, sorry, and then Thresh support. And I was pretty scared because the name of this Thresh is 1v9 machines, and that kind of makes me anxious for some. I don't really know why. And Vi in the early game is not very, very good against Kha'Zix, and I think I make a couple mistakes into the Kha'Zix during the early game, but then it all pays off once they don't know how to close out the game. And I was actually very, very happy that I did it. And I'm not gonna lie, from the first minute that I saw this Draven 2-0, and then I saw the patterns that this Draven and Thresh were having, it's a Vayne versus a Lulu, they're definitely gonna be losing that lane. And then if you guys can see here, it's gonna be tough for me to do anything during the early game. I knew that the game was going to be a grind. I knew that the game was gonna be really, really hard. And I was kind of in a hurry. I'm not gonna lie. It was like I played this game between one of my breaks at work, because I went to eat. I have 2 hours to eat and relax and be comfortable and then go back to work. And for some reason I just wanted to play this game because I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to have one of those games, because I don't know if you see my last video, I wanted to do a bruiser Vi and then an assassin Vi because of one of my students giving me this build, and I felt comfortable with this build. I actually felt really, really good, and I got this game and I was like, wait, I was kind of in a hurry, I'm not gonna lie, but then I forgot about everything. I think I did get to work late because of this game, because it was around 30 minutes or something. But dude, okay, so in summary, all I did here, it was basically just farming. Everyone was weak. As you guys can see, I took all these opportunities, right? Almost died there. I was very very scared that if I died there, I knew that the game was going to be over if it doesn't get to 35 to 40 minutes. But yeah, at that point I was like, this game is going to be grind. I'm just going to get the opportunities I can, and then I'm just going to straight up farm full clear into getting whatever waves I can, into just trying to get strong, because their team, as you guys can see, they're no tanks. They're bruisers, assassins, and squishies, right? So the only tank that you could be thinking about is Thresh. And then this is why this Vi build is so strong against these comps, because you can do a lot, especially if you have a Lulu. And I'm thinking about making a funny video where if you want to carry 1v9s, if you want to carry your teams 1v9s and stuff, you just pick maybe one of these picks, like Xin Zhao, Vi or something, that you can just go win, and then pick a Lulu, and then just let the Lulu run behind you and then ult you if needed, which is one of the main reasons why I was able to win this game. Even though they were doing terribly, the utility that the Lulu bring, it was very, very good. And I don't know if you guys have seen the time frame video that I have over there, but this is why I hate when those games kind of stall out, right? When it gets to 25-30 minutes, when everybody starts having items, because as already you can see, the Vayne is 0-3, Lulu 0-3, and then Draven is 4-1-2, and then Thresh is 1-0-4. And it gets to a point where the score, it doesn't really matter. You're gonna start seeing Vayne after that 30-minute or something mark, she's gonna start dealing damage, and that's why it's very, very scary. Obviously, by the nature of the matchup, Draven is way stronger during the early game versus Vayne, because Vayne scales. And then, as you guys can see, Thresh always playmaking is going to be opening up opportunities versus Lulu, because Lulu is more of a utility champion, and then Thresh is more of a playmaking. So bot lane right there, it was just kind of a mess. And then I'm just here, you know, just chilling, just farming my jungle. I know that I need to be careful because Cossacks can one-shot me, and the only reason why I got to the point is because Cossacks did not play aggressive. Like, if I feel like if Cossacks did play aggressive, I think it would have been an FF, like really easy. But because I was able to get into that point into the game, I was able to just straight up win it. So right here, obviously, as you know, I'm just trying to set up everything I can set up, because at the end of the day, it's gonna be tough for me. But I'm just trying, right? Because at the end of the day, you know, I just wanted to get this build going. I wanted to go Eclipse into Collector, into Essence River Core, and then after in this game, I went into Death Dance and Sterix Cage, because at the end of the day, I needed to start fighting with my team, and then, you know, those items plus the Lulu allowed me to team fight very nicely. Even though I was kind of a glass cannon assassin-ish type of build. So yeah, right here, you're mostly going to be seeing me going into my jungle, and then here and there, obviously, you know, because it's really easy to gank with Vi, especially with your ultimate and everything, especially if you're being efficient, because as you guys can see, I am 202 at 94 CS at 12 minutes, which is not horrible, could be better, but then again. And I'm not going to say that this is perfect gameplay, but then again, notice how it is really easy to carry these type of games like that. Obviously, this is one of the big mistakes that I made. You know, I wanted to steal the Herald, but then he got it, and then in a 1v1 setup, he beat me. I thought that I was going to be able to beat him, but I kind of forgot the outplay with the slow, and I missed my Q. Just because of that, I lost that trade up, that fight, and then, you know, I just ended up making a mistake and dying. Obviously, as you guys can see, Youre started well. Now he's doing 2-4. Fizz is actually getting strong, and then again, these people are getting very complacent. These people are making, you know, mistakes here and there, and this is what I'm making use of so that I can actually come back into this game, because if I don't, we kind of straight up 5v5, guys. The game is 6-17 at 14 minutes. My team has been giving away more than 1 kill per minute, and it's very scary, you know. And then out of the 6 kills that we have, I have 5 participation. So it just means that wherever I am, I'm trying to do something, but then, you know, I cannot cover up for the whole team. So all I can do is just try to stall and try to do my best just to, you know, keep going, try to keep growing, try to get that GPM going, and, you know, just try to get to my items, because I know that once I get to my items, once I get to the Eclipse, once I get to the Collector and then Essence Reaper, 1v1 setup, no one's going to be able to beat me. And I'm always very close there, because Kha'Zix hasn't been doing much, but then I'm going to be able to one-shot him, because just like me, he is an assassin, and usually in an assassin versus assassin matchup, the ones who sees the one first wins. Like, if me as Vi caught Kha'Zix as surprise, I'm going to beat him. And then if he caught me by surprise, he's going to beat me. So at the end of the day, that's what I'm looking for. But then in this specific situation, you know, he caught me, but then he did not know what he was doing. I was actually very strong, and then I was able to kill him. I was kind of scared, and right there, I just wanted to fully commit into someone, but then, you know, there were 3 people there, sadly, and they killed me. One of the big mistakes that they're making is that, yes, they're getting kills, but then they're not getting objectives. They're not going for tier 2s, tier 3s, and they're not using the pressure effectively. As you guys can see, they're just straight up going mid lane. They're not controlling jungle, they're not controlling bot lane, mid lane, top lane, wave, because if you think about it, in a 1v1 setup, Irelia is going to be able to beat Aatrox. The Fizz is going to be able to beat the Youre. The Vayne, the Draven is going to be able to beat the Vayne, and then Thresh can just roam around with the Kha'Zix and just make my life impossible. But then that's not what they're doing. What they're doing is just straight up egoing. And, you know, it's pretty funny, because once you think about Irelia, once you start thinking about Kha'Zix, you start thinking about Fizz, you start thinking about Draven. These are ego champions. Ego champions, more like people just want to shine with those items. It's like when you're playing an early game champion, you just want to destroy people just because you're picking that champion. This Draven, 733, 2 items already. He's actually very strong. But then again, he's just making so many crazy things, not even thinking about me. It's like, oh my god, he is messing up, and then I'm just using these opportunities to make something happen for myself. And as you guys can see right here, you know, I want to go into the 2v2 because I already got my Collector, but then Thresh is there, and I'm scared of Thresh. I'm not scared of Draven, I'm scared of Thresh. And then Irelia comes in, and I'm gonna be able to beat her. I dodged the hook, almost got caught, and then right here, I was very scared. I thought that Lulu was not gonna ulti me, but she did, and I was actually very happy. And immediately, guys, I'm not wasting a single second, just straight up go farming. That's everything you guys have to do. Obviously, right here, 2 before, we're gonna be able to pick them up, and then slowly but surely we're coming back into this game. When it was 6:15, now it's 14:19. It just shows how they're not being careful on how they should be going for things. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, I have 165 CS at 20, I am 823, and at 20 minutes I already got my core. So I am on my way to build up the carry that I want to be building. And again, I'm just saying, this build is so much fun. This build just straight up one-shotting people. Oh, this Irelia is fed no problem, this Straven is fed no problem, this Fizz is fed no problem. As you guys can see, the only two guys that are technically keeping up with the CS is Irelia and Draven, because I don't really know what this Fizz is doing. I don't, 99 CS at 20 minutes, this guy is just straight up messing up. And then right here, I'm gonna be able to get 2 picks into wanting to fight this straight up thing, because again, I'm Vi, I can force out plays, and at this point I'm really strong, so I can just one-shot people. I have a Lulu on my side, I have a Yone, and they straight up they want to go for the Aatrox, and right there I'm pinging Lulu to go for the Aatrox. I don't really know Lulu was kind of sleepy, and I just constantly had to be pinging her things, and yeah, but at the end of the day, we were able to make it happen, right? Slowly but surely we are coming back into this game, and obviously, as you guys can see, 1-5-3-5-2-5-0-4, what's your excuse, right? People tend to be like, oh my god, my whole team is inting, I cannot win my games. Well, my whole team is inting right here, and I'm just trying to surmount a comeback, because this has to be with mentality, right? I knew that at the beginning, once that Draven had so many kills, I knew that this game was either going to be a super hard grind or a loss. And, I just wanted to make this game happen. I never thought that I was going to be losing this game. I mean, I knew that there's chances that I could lose this game. As you guys can see here, they're going to get a lot of that fight. But after that, it was, I was just straight up believing. I feel like this was just power of belief, and me wanting to get this good game, because that's all I was thinking. I was like, okay, if I lose this game, it's gonna be pretty sad, but then if I win this game, I'm gonna have this for a YouTube video, not just to show that you can actually make comebacks into the game, but then also in lower elos, people don't know how to close out games, and people get really hyphy in terms of plays, so you guys can actually come back. So my whole team is inting is not an excuse anymore, and I was able to get it, and I'm actually very happy that I was able to get it. So right here, we just straight up killed them in our jungle. They wanted to pick it off, but then again, as I said, this Lulu helped me so much during that fight. I was going to be able to beat up the Draven into going for Irelia, and to just straight up ignoring Thresh, because Thresh is not a threat. And then after that, just went for the Kha'Zix. And again, he tried to surprise me, but bro, I'm so strong. I'm level 16, you're level 13. I'm 13-2-5, and then you're 5-3-4. And I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a tough position for Kha'Zix, but then his map movement is not good, because all he had to do was just enable his laners to make sure that they could push their lead, and then he didn't. All he did was just straight up farm his jungle, and then he put no pressure on the map, which is basically one of the main reasons why this could be a jungle diff game. So right here, I'm gonna be able to pick this guy up, and I wasn't able to, but then again, I'm gonna be able to create a fight that is very good. And as you guys can see, I'm going in, I'm going out, I'm going in, I'm going out, because as an assassin glass cannon, you want to go in, go out. Like, I already got my death dance. That's kind of what makes me really a little bit tanky, especially with the HP that I'm building now. But I am not a tank. I am a glass cannon champion right now. So I'm just making sure to go in and to go out. Go in and to go out. And right here, I wanted to kill this guy, because I wanted to straight up do the Baron, safely. I did not want a 50-50, because, we're making a comeback. When you're making a comeback, you don't want a 50-50 anything. I mean, technically you want to, because you want to be punishing mistakes, but at the end of the day, they dropped it. It was like 8k, and I just want to make sure that we killed the Kha'Zix so that I don't 50-50, but then they dropped the Baron. And just like that, Yone gets caught, and then they get it. And it's like, come on, man. Like, I'm trying so hard. Please, just give me something. And then right here, again, I'm not wasting a single second, guys. This is something very important. Do not waste a single second. When you're playing, if they're gonna do Baron, just let it go. Just do your own thing. Just farm. use that time to try to come back into the game, because people just be like, oh my god, I just want to look at them do Baron. Like, I'm just, you know, just mom, grab the camera, I'm just gonna go ahead and record them do Baron. It's like, bro, you're not doing anything to help yourself, you know. Just go ahead while they're doing Baron, just try to get 3-4 camps, just try to get 1-2 waves, push out the lanes because they're gonna push them back in, and then so that you can actually make a comeback. So right there, I see Irelia alone. I'm just gonna go ahead for the pickup. You know, this guy wants to kill the Lulu, I'm gonna be able to kill her, and then Yone gets a really good ultimate. And of that ultimate, I'm gonna be able to just straight up clean up everything. Right here, I'm a Vi, I have really low cooldowns. I'm just gonna straight up Q like 1, 2, 3 times, and I'm gonna be able to get them both because of Collector. I punched right there, I punched a minion into getting the damage on Kha'Zix, and then Collector damage was able to execute him. I was actually very, very happy about that, because that's gonna help us in terms of actually maybe trying to get the dragon. But then since there's nothing up right now, all I was able to get was that inhib, and then now is just try to defend ours. And at this point, 31 minutes, my thought process is like, okay, they're being really, really separated. They're not actually going together. And then there's so many spans of like situations where I can pick them up, right? I'm an assassin. I can 1v1 anyone I want to. So I can definitely pick these people up. So that's what I've been doing. Oh, you're alone over there, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, you're alone over there, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, you're alone over there, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna make sure that this game, even though they're winning, I'm gonna go ahead and make it a 4v3, 4v4, 5v4, something like that. Something that can actually make me win the game instead of actually going straight up 5v5 and, you know, making it a little bit more difficult for me. You know, you always want to be dividing them, you always want to be isolating them so that you can actually get stuff done. We got the kill on Draven, we push bot lane, we get the tier 3, and slowly but surely we are making this a comeback. And right now we are on to the point of the game that it's the point that I hate. You know, once you get to that 30-minute mark, it's gonna be very tough to actually just not get caught, right? You know, people tend to, if you do get caught at this point in the game, it's gonna be really, really hard to come back, because it's going to be 50-60 second death timers, and if the enemy team is able to make use of that, it's going to be really tough. And then I feel like that's what I did right here to win this game. Like, the last fight is just going to be straight up that, just isolating someone, making it a 4v5, and then just straight up making something happen of that. So right here, we saw Fizz on the bot lane. I was like, go guys, go, go, go. And then Fizz backed, and I was like, okay, I don't want to fight anymore, just back off, guys. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to straight up 5v5. You want to make sure that when someone's splitting, you want to get them caught. So right here, I'm able to get the Draven 5v5. This is what happens when you straight up 5v5. And again, you go when you go out. You go when you initiate, and then you go out. You try to prioritize the backline. And then you guys, if you see right there, I was kind of sad because Vayne was going to be able to pick up the Draven, but then she got scared because it was a Yone versus Vayne, but then Vayne stopped attacking. So I was like, come on, man. And if she got that kill, 1, we would have been able to end the game, or 2, we would have been able to get the Dragon Soul. So, you know, all in all, it was pretty bad. Vayne sacrificed herself for the Dragon Soul, and then it was a trade-off, right? So now it's a 4v4. But then I'm very happy about that because Draven is one of the big threats, right? I can easily kill Vi, I can easily kill Irelia, I can easily kill Kha'Zix, I can easily kill Fizz. So right now, all I'm thinking is, okay, let's 4v4 because the strongest member of the enemy team is lost. And then right here, I see Thresh, and it's like, okay, wait, I'm gonna go ahead and kill Thresh. And then now it's a 4v3, and then when they both spawn, it's gonna be a 5v4, right? And that 5v4, we're gonna use it to our advantage. So right now I'm pinging back because I just want Vayne to be with us. And when Vayne is with us, we're gonna be able to make it happen. And again, at this point, 30 to 35 minutes, it kind of takes some form of coordination, and everybody wants to be coordinated. I'm not gonna lie, everybody that plays wants to win. So if you guys are not coordinated at 10 minutes or 15 minutes, it's fine. But then at 30 minutes, everybody's on the same page. So of that pick, Lulu helped me on that last fight, and then we just straight up win the game like that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this game. Let me know in the comments what champions you want me to play next, and as always, stay healthy and see you in the next video.